Welcome, Uri. So we are at the Forbes Fintech Summit in Cyprus. I live and breathe fintech and digital finance. You live and breathe iGaming. So initially, this may seem a bit strange that we're up here chatting about innovation, but the next 15 minutes are actually going to be very inspirational and educational to all of us that work in fintech and digital banking, because quite frankly, we do not do gamification well in this industry. There's few and far examples of who actually has launched successful gamification, whether it be for sales or education. And yeah, I'm really excited to hear your insights. So let's get started. If you can tell us why and how Soft2Bet can help fintechs up their gamification.
Hi. Thank you for the opportunity, first of all. Thank you. Glad to see you here on this day. So first of all, before I start, I would like to ask you, Meaghan, and you guys, what did you do the first thing in the morning?
So
What did you do the first thing in the morning?
First thing in the morning, I made a coffee.
Before that?
I checked my phone.
You picked up the phone, right?
Yeah.
You picked up the phone and you saw there, what? Social, right? News.
Emails, yeah.
Reports, right? And so on. So did I. And most of you guys. So what we're trying to achieve with Soft2Bet, motivational engineering, is actually to capture more and more screen time of the user by using our motivational engineering. So first of all, you guys, of course, have it in your industry, in fintech. I'll give an example of Monobank, Ukrainian bank, that they did it many years ago, right? And they conquered the market by storm. They took easily 35% of the market share just by talking to the young guys, their language. Personalization, when you register, you can adjust your avatar, you can customize it. They provide different achievements to the users, right? Log in from your mobile, go to the restaurants, drink some coffee, log in from the desktop to the banking system, giving them achievements, sending them stickers, and those stickers, believe me or not, on each passport of Ukrainian grandmas, you see those cats, right? Also, my developers' laptops, they have the same nanobank stickers.
Amazing.
Next one, totally from different part of the world, Tomorrow Bank, Thailand. Look at this fantastic island. It's kind of city builder game. So with your progress, you actually building the whole island, right? The tower, other houses, the gate, right? All this surrounded by very fantastic art and design. So we did the same in the iGaming, believe it or not. We have the same features, right? Personalization when the user registers, right? So he can choose his avatar, customize it, adjust it with the progress. Achievements, right? Play from your mobile, play from your desktop, this game, that game. Get some bonus when you collect a couple of achievements. City Builder, of course we have it. Play the real money gambling and get extra points to play City Builder, which is casual game, okay? By this one, we make user first thing in the morning, pick up the phone and use our apps. That's the whole thing, right? So what's next for us? Reconstruction mechanics. The top game of last couple of years were, if you remember, garden escape, right? By match 3, you fix in the garden, you fix in the building, you fix in pipes and stuff. So we did the same with one of our clients, reconstruction of Pantheon in Rome. Next mechanic, shooting range. When you want to give something, some feature, some perk to your customer, give it with more gamified way, right? Not just pop up with, some stuff there. Okay, give him a kind of shooting range. He can choose his gun. He can choose the duck, right? Of course, you will give them the perk that you want to give them, but it's just, another way to pack it. And he will come, another time just, to see it. Leagues, okay? How we can make customer come to us each day, right? So we want the guy to be, or the lady to be more active on the daily basis, like ATP leagues in tennis, right? They play daily. They play weekly, okay, to get to the top ranking, right? To be next to Djokovic. So the same here, right? From the bottom to the top, be daily with us, and you'll be there. So all those mechanics, they can easily be used in fintech industry, guys, where you're coming from. And of course, CoinMaster mechanics, that's the latest. This mechanic will be released by us next quarter, Q1. And we believe that in this game, when we take in the app of CoinMaster and we combine it with our industry, okay, we have their city builder, we have their customization, we have their personalization, we even connected their Facebook and Instagram, so the players can actually play against each other, right? They can attack each other's cities, they can sell to each other's cities and stuff like this. So by communicating with each other, okay, we engage them more, we engage their friends, their family, and all their friends from Facebook, right? All the thousands of them to our application. So I believe that we have a lot of things in common, and we have a lot of things, to offer also to fintech industry.
Cool. I'm just thinking of all the ways in which these games can be integrated within every fintech and banking app I use. I mean, I don't see any reason why savings, budgeting, anything with personal finance management can have some sort of more, kind of entertaining, a bit more fun, right? There's no reason why we shouldn't have a little bit of fun when we're opening up our fintech or our banking apps. And I think Leagues is really interesting because we see a lot of the new investment fintechs looking to kind of have this, moving on a bit from copy trading, but kind of, following your peers, being inspired by other traders and everything. So, I think there's definitely a lot that can be done. But I think the question probably that a lot of us within fintech and banking have is, our customers may be different from iGaming customers. So from your perspective, are the customers the same? Are they different? How do we think about applying iGaming, gamification kind of tactics for banking customers?
Of course, guys from fintech and from banking, they all think they're in the different league, right? In the top one. So that's why I put my best suit today. Usually just t-shirt. But literally we're playing on the same field, guys. It's the common field for all of us. It's the same customer, and before he becomes our customers, first of all, it's your customer, right? He needs to have a bank account or APM or any payment solution, okay, to be able to register and play with us. So, of course, we think that we are, that's one of okay, of course we think that, we are different, but, taxi, okay? They have the same mechanics, right? They have the same mechanics. They have personalization. They go from one level to another. Then loyalty points, Bolt, Food, Uber, Wolt, all of them, they're using the same, right? Get some loyalty points, order more, and just get your free meal. And of course, EMIs, banks, using the same VIP levels from bronze, plastic to diamond, platinum, whatever, and we have the same, right? We have all of them together, personalization, loyalty points, and VIP levels. So I do believe that the customer is the same for all of us, and the gamification that we are using can be used for all other industry, including banking and fintech, right? So that's I think that we have a lot of things in common, and a part of it, our engine can be integrated. We are simple API to any industry, including fintech.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I really like the concept of the VIP levels, right? I mean, again, there's no reason why there shouldn't be, why you shouldn't be trying to strive to something greater within your app, whether it be through savings or, I know that Bank in the Netherlands is probably one of the better examples of gamification. They have a lot of, trophies. You can enter the lottery by making payments and stuff. They give away like 10K every month or something. So there are some pockets, and I'm really happy that you showed the example of Tomorrow Bank, because this is like the one I always think of and look to when it comes to gamification. But I mean, where does AI fit into all of this? Because I know a lot of us in fintech and in banking, AI is a very hot topic, and I think none of us will touch anything unless it has some sort of AI attached to it. So where does AI fit into motivational engineering and gamification?
To be honest, Ugne just mentioned on the previous panel, right, Ugne, that AI was there for many years, right? So some of the guys, they've been here selling the solutions, right, for the KYC, right, and ML. So we use the AI and machine learning for different things. One of them is actually content recommendation agent, right, like Netflix, right? So we offer to the user what they want to see, what they need to see, right? If the guy now is in Japan, don't offer him to go to opera in Paris, right? Offer him some sushi in next corner, right? So that's content. Search optimization, of course, is there. Okay, it helps us to advise to the user what content he's searching for, and give some content that he needs to see. And of course, KYC, ML, fraud is there for years already with us. So yes, we use it a lot, and yeah, we keep using it also in art. In many things you just saw on the screen. Part of it was done by even my speech. No, I'm joking. So yes, VIP prediction, of course. You just mentioned VIP guys and user preferences. So before they join, okay, by using different features and different key elements, we can understand what he's after, why he's choosing our app, and what he will use there. The same for fintech, right? So it's there.
Okay. So I mean, the examples that we looked at specifically with tomorrow, this was a bit more educational, and I think gamification and education go hand in hand. But I mean, we need to make money, right? We're in the for-profit industry. We're not doing this on a non-profit basis. But also bearing in mind that financial services is one of the most regulated industries in the world. How do we apply gamification, motivational engineering from a sales perspective while kind of staying on the right side of the regulator?
Okay. So, of course, for the regulators here in this place. So, next one, what about the money, right? So you ask, what about the KPI? So here we go. So revenue per user. By using this one, by using the Meaghan engine that we have, we see the growth of 45% in the revenues. And in many regions, we are more heavily regulated than just the banks and other fintechs and AMIs. Okay, so we do see the difference with the regulation and with the compliance. We see the growth in the deposits by 40%, and that's easy, right? By not adding any other features. That's just with this one, just some casual gaming integrated simply via API, and we can move forward. Next one, and that's what I'm talking about. That's how I started the speech, right? This interview. So we have screen time, and that's what we're after. Yeah. That's what you guys should be after. Screen time of the user. Pick up the phone, and before he goes to news, to Instagram, to Facebook, to call, to message his ex, he should go to your app, right, and just check what happens there. So that's screen time. That's the key, right? You want to catch the attention of the young guys, the attention of the future entrepreneurs, those that will be the VIP customers of your industry in the future. I hope our industry also, but first of all, it will be your customer. Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, I think screen time is really interesting. Like, I'm personally quite conscious of it, and I once read that Netflix, their biggest competitor was sleep. So I've never heard screen time being talked about within fintech or digital finance at a conference or really anywhere. So, I mean, I think it's clearly important why we need more screen time, but how can banks and fintech start to think about this a bit more strategically?
So once again, screen time is the key, right? I pick up the phone, I go to the app, and if I go to the app of the fintechs, right, what I can do there? I can do there, first of all, additional features, right? If you transfer me to the tab with tickets, right, with hotels, with restaurants, with other services you can upsell, I'll be there, right? Just take my screen time and just sell whatever you want to sell. Yeah. So that's the point, right? This is an example of one of your competitors, guys, and they're doing it massively, right? I'm using their services. Concierge services. I have a personal story when in one of the mornings, I was checking my reports, as you see, and that's my wife and my kid there. Yeah. And yes, bank concierge, she was the one to read the book for the kid. Okay, not me, you see, I was checking the report. So yeah, so that's how you can upsell, right? By using more screen time, capturing more screen time from the client, you can actually do it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I think it's quite critical to think of as the space gets more crowded, right? And I think as we discussed with embedded finance, you know, for the established neobanks and fintechs, we now have more competition with the brands that can now easily embed financial services. So I think, yeah, capitalizing and trying to get more screen time will be something to be considered. So the last question. I want to tap into your visionary mind and ask what the future holds for gamification. Where do you see gamification going within fintech and in digital banking in the next 5 years or so?
5 years is too much, right? I'm living from quarter to quarter, so my prediction for the next year, or at least our vision for the next year, is actually to start releasing Mega engine into fintech industry, connected to the proper banks, established AMIs. Okay, we have, some of you know that we have AMI license ourselves. And what we're planning to do, we're planning to release next year by Q1, I hope Q1, yes, a wallet with our AMI license, which will be fully gamified with all the features that I just mentioned, and will capture more screen time and more attention of the users, right? There we have tournaments, right? So users, they will just, compete between each other. We'll use collectibles, so users can collect achievements, can collect special merchandise, right? And of course, marketplace. This is the most trendy things nowadays in the gaming, right? And users, they trade between each other with some collectibles and then stuff that they got during the gameplay. So that's what we're planning to do with our EMI and a license and the wallet that will go live next year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Super. So, yeah, I mean, I'm really inspired by what can be done from a product and experience perspective within fintech. I think, yeah, as we mentioned, there's a lot that needs to be done to make the experiences and the fintech and banking apps we use more engaging, and that it's at least one of the top 3 apps that we go into every morning when we wake up. And I know Soft2Bet can support many banks and fintechs with their gamification strategy. So, Uri, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you,
time.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, give applause to Meaghan and Uri. Thank you very much for sharing your experience with us.